What's up, you guys? This is your boy Scotty, and you're watching the fourth installment of my testimony. My testimony is basically self-explanatory. It's me giving my testimony, talking about my real life struggles, everything that has happened to me in my life and in my past, and what I feel like discussing. Whatever I discuss is something that I've went through for real. It's a real life story, and whatever I say, hopefully it could be helpful to those that have been going through the same things that I've been going through. And this could be a healing process for me and for everybody else that's watching. And some people who may not be going through it may know somebody who is going through it and make them watch the video. That is the whole purpose of my testimony. Like I always say, it's always about real talk, real life situations when it comes down to my videos, like my testimony and my Bitch Are You Serious videos. So I swear to tell nothing but the truth, so help me God. And today's topic is social sickness, and that's what I call it, social sickness. In my last My Testimony video, which was my testimony number 3, I opened up about my past with school bullying and the effects of it. And I feel compelled to do this video about a social sickness that I have, simply because it came from a conversation that me and my closest family member had yesterday, actually. Well, not really yesterday anymore, because now it's Thursday, early Thursday morning now. It's 1 o'clock in the morning now, so yeah. So basically it's like this. This is kind of like a follow-up to my testimony number 3, which was about school bullying. You know, because I was bullied from the ages of 8 to 16. So now, this is about the effects that the effect that it still has on me as an adult. And hopefully you'll understand and you'll see me in a different way, because, you know, even though you guys watch me and y'all love me, I'm still a person and I still have feelings and I'm still a human and I still struggle with things every single day. So I'm going to talk about my social sickness, and it's like this. You know, after being bullied for so long, and even though the bullying aspect, like I keep saying, is over, it still has an effect on me. And it's like this. My cousin is always so adamant about me going out and meeting new people. And my thing is, I am not so open to meeting new people at all. I've never been the type to be open. Like he always try to do that, and sometimes I feel like he forcing me. But after the conversation, it's like he's not really forcing me to do anything. What he's trying to do is to get me out of my shell, which I have. I've been having this shell forever. And a lot of my friends, you know, they don't get annoyed by it, but they know it. You know what I'm saying? They know how it is when I'm around an unfamiliar territory. I get very closed in, and you can see it in my demeanor. It's very uncomfortable, and it's like, it's painful, you know, in a sense, to be in an unfamiliar environment with people that I have no clue as to who they are. You know what I mean? Like, these may be friends of my cousins, or this might be friends of my other friends, and they want to meet me. But I know that when they meet me, I'm very quiet, so I don't really say much. The most that I will do is say, hey, how you doing? You know, my name is Scotty, whatever, I'm 23, you know, this and that. And then that'll be it. I won't say nothing else for the remainder of the day or the night or the remainder of the time that I'm there in the premises. Like, I won't say nothing else. And it's scary because of the simple fact, it's so uncomfortable being in an environment with people I don't know. It's so hard to do that. You know what I mean? It's so hard for me to do that. And I don't really have that problem with being around females, simply because most of my friends are females. I only have like 6 or 7 friends that I call 6 or 7 male friends that are really my friends, that accept me for who I am. And it's kind of, you know, even with females, when I first meet them, I don't say nothing right off the bat. But if I'm in a room with a bunch of dudes, I don't say nothing. Nothing. You know how it's so, like I keep saying, it's so like nerve-wracking because some of these dudes that I've been around and I don't say much around them, they kind of remind me of the dudes that used to bully me in school. So when I have to be around them, it eats at me. Like, it's like a chore to be in the same room with them. You know what I mean? It's so, like, I don't want to, like, it seems like I have to watch what I say and how I say it. Not because I'm afraid what they're going to say. I'm afraid about what I'm going to do if they say something. Because being a victim of bullying, I take a lot of things like I get on the defense to a lot of things so quickly. Like, it's been certain comments, like, it's like if you watch my videos and you look at my comment box, and I may have been going back and forth with somebody and they may not even taking it that way, I get so defensive about things when I feel like somebody's trying to come for me. And you know, I already talk with a lisp, number one. Number two, my voice is not all that deep. It's kind of I got a kind of feminish voice. You know what I mean? It's not as deep as most guys' voices is. So I know if I say something, and I know I'm not the most masculine person in the world either, and I'm not that feminine either, but I relate more to females because I'm into the same things that they're really into. Like, as far as most dudes, I'm not into the same things they are. Like, I'm not into sports. I'm not into much rap music. I'm not into looking a mess, even though I look a mess right now, but I'm not really into it. I don't like to get dirty. I don't like to brag. I don't like to act macho. I'm more so a person that's into music, into entertainment. Like, I love to watch reality shows. I watch soap operas. Like, I prefer drama over comedy when it comes to a movie or a show or anything. I'm not even into comedians that much, like most guys might be. I listen to mostly R&B music, and most of it is female R&B music. I'm not really into fashion, so that's what I don't really relate to females on, about the whole fashion thing. But I don't look a mess when I go out, but I'm not into fashion like that. Like, I have a lot more in common with some people than I do with others, and that really makes it uncomfortable for me. But I only feel comfortable around dudes when around the 6 or 7 dudes that I'm best friends with. You know what I mean? That's what makes it comfortable enough for me, because they accept me, even though we might have differences in what we like. That's my friend for a reason. You know what I'm saying? But some people may not take as well to me because they don't know me. Like, as opinionated as I am, trust me, I'm very opinionated, and I do speak my mind, as y'all can see in the videos. But even though I do all that, I still have a struggle when it comes to being in a certain area, like the whole crowd thing. Even though I've gotten better with it, I just despise walking through huge crowds of people. I hate this shit. I hate walking through a big crowd of people. I hate it. It's so nerve-wracking. Like, it's just so, like, it's a struggle to do it. It's so hard. It's like I'm trying to move a heavy ass couch to one side of the room. It's like when I'm walking through the mall, I have to walk through a big crowd, and I'm by myself, and I see a big crowd coming. It's like, oh my god, how am I gonna do this? I end up doing it. But if this was like a few years ago, if I would have saw a big crowd, I would have turned all the way around and went the long way to get to where I'm going. So it's like I'm taking baby steps. And then, it keeps me and then that's why I call it social sickness, because I keep myself so closed in, and I don't give people a chance to get to know me. Because I'm so closed up, I don't let nobody in. And I'm very observant too. Like, if I'm around people, I don't say much, because most of the time it's uncomfortable in a sense, and at the same time I'm trying to be observant. I'm trying to observe the situation. I'm trying to see if I'm going to get along with this person, and if I don't, if I'm not. You know what I mean? It's so nerve-wracking. And, my friend, like my cousin, when we were talking about it yesterday, he was saying that, he's proud of me for making my big steps in doing certain things, like as far as getting to know people, because you know, even when we had that conversation, I'd be wondering why I don't never get a chance to meet new people. The reason why I don't have a chance to meet new people, because when I have the opportunity, I don't respond well to them because I don't know them. So therefore, I don't know how to react to new people in a new environment. So I'm gonna close myself up. I have this huge wall up, and I refuse to let somebody claw their way in and tear it down. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I have trouble meeting new people. Probably why I'm single now and have been for 2 years, because I have a wall up. I don't want to let nobody in, because I don't want to give nobody the chance to fuck me over or to hurt my feelings. Because nowadays I have an anger issue too. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when I say things can get the best of me sometimes, like when somebody say something, I get on the defense. My first instinct is to snap out, cuss their ass out. Cause if you hurt my feelings, I'ma say something to you that's gonna hurt yours. You know, I want you to feel the same pain I feel. I want you to cry just like I'm crying right now. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of things that's built up in me. That's why I said in my testimony video number 3, I want to seek counseling. I want to see a therapist, because when I get mad, I get heated. And then, you know, I don't want people when they see me to think I'm crazy, because I'm not. It's just I don't have, you know, the right attitude when I'm around people I don't know. Like, it's been plenty of times my best friends will say, come on, Scott, let's go to this party. I'm like, girl, I don't know these folks. What the fuck? What the fuck you asking me to go to this party for? No, I stay at home. I don't know these folks. I'll go around, you know, my cousin to say, come on, man, let's go to this party. I'd be like, dude, please, I ain't going to that fucking party. I don't know these motherfuckers. Somebody, because, you know, I don't want to be around people I don't know, because they don't know me. And if they even look at me wrong, my first instinct is to pop off. And that's not cool for me to do that every time somebody look at me wrong. If I walk past and somebody laughing, I'm going to turn around quick. And I'm going to think they laughing at me. And they could be having a conversation amongst themselves about something totally different. Something that don't even have shit to do with me. But I think they talking about me. If I think they talking about me, I'm popping off just like that. At the drop over there, I'll pop off just like that. And it's crazy to me. You know what I mean? And I don't want to have that attitude all the time. And it's like a social disease or something. Like that bullying is some shit. That's why I say bullying is a disease to me. Like, it's a social disease. It fucks with your mind. Like, these motherfuckers don't know whether it's physical, whether it's verbally, whether it's mentally, whether it's emotionally. They are fucking you up for life. They screwing you up, and you have to find a way to fix whatever issue you got. Because like I said, I'm 23 and I still have a hard time sometimes. But like I said in my last video, you know, I'm making baby steps. It's not easy, but I'm making my baby steps. It's hard to get to know people. And, you know, like my cousins say, you know, they be like, you know, why Scotty was so quiet? You know, why he's so quiet? And then, you know, because, you know, from what I know of Scotty, he's not quiet. Like, he is cool. Like, most people know me, and I'm not just saying this, but a lot of people, it's different than it was in high school, because I didn't have that many people that would say the things you're saying about me now. But these days, people be like, why was Scotty over there so quiet? You know, the Scotty I know would have been over there drinking. He would have been tripping the fuck out. He would have been having us laughing. He cool. And that's true. Normally, I would be doing it. But I'm in a unfamiliar environment. Not everybody's going to take well to my attitude. Not everybody's going to take well to my personality. People don't take well to my personality now as we speak. Watching a video, motherfuckers come up under my video and say, I curse too much, or I do this too much, or my voice is annoying. Shit, I can't even help. You know what I mean? So I have to be observant, and I have to know what where I'm at before I decide to do this or do that or do this or say that. I have to know where I'm at. I can't just do everything like that. It's a social disease, and I have to work on it. And, you know, like my friend, like my cousin said, I'm making baby steps. I really am making baby steps. It takes a lot, you know, at least I'm trying to fix it. Because there was a time where it was terrible. I'd be in the same room Like if this was like I said, if this was some years ago, like when I was 17 or 18, if I'm sitting in the same room with somebody and I don't even know these people, I have to be there for hours, I'll be so uncomfortable to the point where I get nervous and I would want to cry. That's just how bad it was. Like, but I can somewhat do it because now a little bit better. It's still nerve wracking, but sometimes when I'm in an area with people I don't know, the longer I sit there, then I'll come up with a conversation, and then at the end of the night, I've been and had a good time. It wasn't so bad. My cousin was like, "No, was it so bad?" I'm like, "No, it wasn't that bad." But sometimes it's so draining and exhausting to get to know people and sit around people you don't know. And I'm kind of thankful to my cousin for, trying to get me to do different things and be around different people. I'm going to have to be around different people. I mean, look at the profession I want to be in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I write songs, I write books, I do videos. You know what I'm saying? One day, I might have to do an interview for a book I wrote. Or I might have to do an interview for a song I wrote or something like that. And, I can't be so, closed up like that. I have to speak my mind. It's like the Bad Boys Club. Like I said, if they did, if they had a Bad Boys Club on Oxygen, I would do it. I really would. That would help me with my communication skills. I honestly think it would. Like, people look at Bad Girls Club and say it's trash, but at the end of it all, you get to learn things about yourself that you never knew. So I think that if I did the Bad Boys Club, I'm going to be around 6 other people I don't even know, and I will be forced to get to know them. You know what I'm saying? I will be forced to do that. And I think if I was in a situation like that, where I would be forced to get to know somebody, then where I have to be forced to get to know somebody, you know what I'm saying? And I don't have no other choice but to do it. That'll work. That'll help me. You know what I mean? I think that honestly would help me. And, I don't want to be closed up all the time. I don't want to always have a wall up. I don't mind sharing my stories. Like, I share my stories a lot with y'all. Because, videos are very therapeutic for me, in a sense, because I get to, release my frustrations and talk about things like on my videos about reality shows. Then when I do this type of video or the Bitch Are You Serious videos or whatnot, I get to express myself, and it's very therapeutic. And then I look at the comments and I see what y'all think, and I really do take it into consideration. So that's why I had to do this video. It was based on the conversation I had with my cousin about my social disease. What do y'all think? Leave y'all comments, and this is my testimony. Next video I'm going to do is the Mod Wise Chicago video. And I'm telling y'all right now, I will no longer be reviewing Real Housewives of New York City. I just can't do it. I can't. It's so boring. I just can't do it. I will not be reviewing that. Then Big Brother is coming on. And then Bad Girls Club is on. Like, I don't have time for it. You know what I mean? So, hopefully, later on today, the My Why Chicago, I'll do that later on in the afternoon. And then, hopefully, tomorrow, I can do my Bitch Are You Serious video. So, I'm out of here, you guys.